Hey guys, Denzel from Compost Quarter. Almost forgot the channel name. It's been so long since I uploaded, but I hope you're all doing well. I took it upon myself to go ahead and give a quick channel update. So the freeze is behind us. We are jumping right into planting season here. We've got a couple transplants. We've got some onions. All right, there we go. Some green onions. You can see there's more green onions and they are just starting to sprout, which is really nice. Okay. I forget what's in those two. Possibly nothing in that last one right there. But we've got some strawberries. The Florida Prince Peach is looking fantastic, so I'll show you that in a second. Here's one of the strawberry plants we transplanted again from my parents' house. We had a few small plants in a big container, so we figured we'd take about 5 or 6. And you can see this one's already got some strawberries on it. I can assure you it was not on there 2 weeks ago when we brought the plants over. The bananas are looking great. You can see they haven't shed their winter coats, or at least that's what I'm going to call it right now. But even the small one that I thought was dead, hopefully you can hear me, even the small one that I thought was a goner from that frost, it's coming back. Now, in not so great news, our avocado, which is down here in the wetter area, it's got some pretty serious trunk damage. But I don't know if you can see that at the very base. It does look like that thick outer bark starting to peel back, and it's also barked underneath that as well. So hopefully it'll just continue to re-barkify itself. Okay. Let's see here. Right before the frost as well, we brought over some Everglades tomatoes. Sorry for the camera work. And it was probably half this size when we brought it in. It's growing quite nicely. So over by the side of the house, I've got some bags full of leaves from my neighbor's tree he cut down. I let them get moldy and nasty in a bag for probably 2 months over the winter, and then I stuck them in a bucket, put a concrete mixer on the end of my drill, and beat them to death. So now that's free mulch, and as you might have seen behind me, I've got about 3.5 to 4 bags worth still full, and they're going to continue rotting down. They're about as dry as can be, so I'll just be using them as I need to. I'll do a separate update on the worms, but here's the Florida Prince Peach, and it's looking fantastic. It even has peaches on it. Okay. I was so worried about this plant. I was out here, you can see I still have the stakes in there. I had 4 stakes around it, and I wrapped it in a big blue tarp. I wrapped it in some shade cloth, and I was wrapping it in blankets, whatever I could. Food for thought. The next time there's a scare, what you got to do is get you some Home Depot or Lowe's buckets, fill them with hot water from your bathtub, and then stick them right next to the plant. Because if you can give the plants even an extra degree or 2 above that 25 threshold, you're golden. As you can see, now this plant got the most care for it. The moringa, on the other hand, I did absolutely nothing. Ooh, shade. Absolutely nothing. It's not terrible, you know. I mean, it's not good either. But when I look at it, it doesn't feel like a dead plant. So time will tell. If I need to rip it out of the ground and get another one, that's fine. Maybe we'll do a few and grow them from seed and just let them come up naturally. Let's see here. The mango's got some new growth on it. Again, I apologize for the camera work, but basically I'll see that at least twice a month. I'll get a fresh layer coming right out the top. Let's see here. We've got some more oregano. Those are both oregano. Here's some more strawberries. Again, we've got some little buds coming up. Same thing here. And I did lots of pruning back here, so you probably can't tell, but the canopy on the back right corner by that dead mango tree is a lot brighter back here. There's a lot more light, so that should help with the mosquitoes. Obviously not at night. The last plant I'm going to touch you up on is the dwarf everbearing mulberry. Now this thing was looking pretty scraggly before the winter hit. I thought myself, there's no way it's gonna make it. I didn't even bother wrapping it, and then boom, nice green foliage. Now I just treated basically all these plants with a few handfuls each of coffee grounds that I get from work. Coffee grounds, by all the research I've done, they're about 2% nitrogen by weight. That's pretty mild considering how, I don't know if it's a dense material. It seems dense to me, as far as the space and the water it can retain. I feel like it's a fairly dense material, and it spreads really well. And I'm gonna water that in, especially on the bananas. There is one more thing I'm gonna show you. Okay, so I'm back here on the banana patch. I'm gonna dig a little hole and I'll show you what I got going on over here. It's pretty surprising, but at the same time, I should have expected it with how much dead / decaying plant material we have over here. So take a look at this. Okay, I'm back. If you dislike bugs or you're really squeamish, look away now. 3, 2, 1. All right. Grubs. Loads of them. You can see I dug in one area. I got about 9 here. Now I'll tell you, I already found 3 times this much yesterday. They're eating the wood, they're not bothering the plants, it's whatever. As a matter of fact, where I'm standing right here was the most recent area that I put a bucket of decaying food. I can tell you the ground here underneath is hot. A lot of thermal activity. You can see how it's breaking down. I almost used the camera as a thing, but you can see how it's breaking down. This is not wet. There's no coffee grounds mixed into this, and yet look at how dark it is compared to the stuff that's dry. Or over here, when you get to this area, there's the grubs I just threw. I'll cover them back. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I really wish I had my chickens, because there'd be no more grubs, and I'd be saving a ton on food. Not that they're going to be expensive to feed anyway. Anyway, just wanted to give you that update. I already looked into them. They could be a problem in concentrations like this if I didn't have an abundance of food for them. Luckily, by the time all this mulch is eaten through, I would have had 3 or 4 times as much laid down, so it really should never be a problem. And once I allow the chickens to go through here and eat and fertilize as they go, yeah, I mean, it should be a closed loop sort of thing, which I love. I love efficiency. So anyway, guys, just wanted to make a video and follow up with you guys. Today is 3/11. Yep, today's 3/11, so I hope you're all having a fantastic year, and you should be getting more updates from me soon. Thanks.